Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about first time homebuyers program. And I've actually been getting a few questions about different first time homebuyers programs and how useful it is to helping you step forward towards building your wealth using real estate. So the first program, of course, is FHA, and another program is called NACA. And also, each state will have a specific first time home buyers program. And we're going to talk about all three of those today. So, FHA uses 3.5% down, and you have the seller pay most of your closing costs. So, that's pretty awesome. And you could use it to buy a single family, or you could use it to buy a multifamily. So what that means is it could be a duplex all the way up to a 4-unit, which is amazing. And I would prefer the 4-unit route if I was to use my FHA. And the reason why, I would do that is because with a single family, there's always a single point of failure. It's like if you, for example, run into hard times and you lose your job, you're still required to pay that mortgage. But with a duplex and all the way up to a fourplex or 4-unit, you have other people that could carry the weight of that mortgage. And sometimes with a really, really good property in a decent location, you could have them cover the entire mortgage and expenses for the property, which is amazing, So only 3.5% down, You find a decent house, with a down payment, you'll probably be looking from like 10 to 20,000 for a property in a decent neighborhood, depending on how much of a house you want to buy. So that's FHA, to keep it simple. Then NACA is a really good program. I learned about NACA through one of my mentors. And the amazing thing about NACA is 0% down. And I believe they cover all of your closing costs as well. And you're basically acquiring the property, again, single family or all the way up to multifamily. And in this case, it's free. NACA is a very long program. I believe it takes about a year to go get fully approved with their program. There's about 10 steps that you have to go through. The first of which is to attend like a local home buying seminar. And it's about, I believe, 2 hours long. And after that, you'll be assigned with an agent, and they walk you through all the process and paperwork and documentations that you need to do. So that may include stuff like your taxes, proof of rent for like the past year, proof of your job, all the typical stuff that you will be required to bring to a bank. But in this case, you have somebody that could walk you through the process. It was amazing. But the downfall is you're going at their pace. Sometimes you may be in a rush. You want your house now, but that probably won't happen with NACA. But with 0% down and no closing costs, with the ability to buy up to a 4-unit, I don't think you could beat that. So that's pretty amazing. So actually, I lied to you. I do think you could beat that because the next program I'm going to talk to you about could beat that. So I'm not sure where you guys are from, but in the DMV area, I'm familiar with a lot of different programs in the area. And I think the best one that I found so far is one in Maryland. So for first-time home buyers in Maryland, there's a program, and they pay off up to $40,000 in student loans for first-time home buyers in Maryland. So what that means is, again, you go into specialized offices that have this program, you talk to a mortgage lender that is approved to accept people with this program. There's only a certain amount of money that's allocated toward this program, so it's first come, first serve. But if you do get in, hopefully you do, $40,000 of student loans eliminated. So what if you have more than $40,000 in student loans? So that means if, for example, you have $50,000 of student loans, they will cover $40,000, and then at the closing table, you will have to bring $10K to complete the payment of your student loans. That's one of the main rules of this. You have to pay off all your student loans. So it takes out a good chunk of your student loans, but like I said, all of them have to be paid off at the closing loan. So that's something that you just have to weigh your options to see what works for you in your current situation. Another thing about this program that's, unfortunate, but it is what it is. They only allow single family house. So, with this program, they try to really cater to first time home buyers that's looking to acquire a house, and they don't really have anything for, that caters to like someone that wants to be a landlord and use their FHA use their loan to acquire a property for both investment and living. So a bit of downfall, but student loans, I know, is a hassle for a lot of my friends and a lot of people out there in the US. So, with that being, said, it's definitely amazing to have multiple options to consider to move forward with owning a home, potentially paying off your student loans, and at the same time, making best use of your money and get an investment on it, So what's best to do with all this information is to hop on Google and see what your area offers for first-time home buyers. Get in touch with a realtor or maybe a family member that's gone through the process and very familiar with it. And I will weigh your options. That's been one of the things that, my friends has been asking me, particularly like, which is best? And it all depends on your scenario. Like someone just asked me the other day, like, hey, I want to buy a property. I started the process, but I don't know where I'll be in 3 years. I know I want to stay here for 3 years, but after that, I may want to leave. And that's fine. With FHA, you're required to stay in the property for a year. With NACA, as long as the loan is attached to that house, you have to stay in there. And, every different program may have something that you have to abide by, So in the situation with my friend in Boston, like they will just have to refinance a loan once they leave. And, then they could keep the property and use it as an investment. So, definitely do that, and don't try to be slick and, say to your lender, hey, I'm gonna live in this property, and, don't do that. It has to be your primary residence, or that's considered mortgage fraud. I know a couple of people has suggested doing that. I would not advise that. Definitely check in with your realtors and lawyers for more advice to that, but it's not something I would advise. Please, if you're gonna use your FHA, you have to stay in the property as long as that loan is attached to it. But you definitely have some options. Definitely do some more research on that. But your FHA loan or first-time home buyer's loan is an amazing thing that could be used to catapult your investment opportunities in real estate. So, take some time and check it out. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care. Bye.